increasing energy prices, a new and looming crisis hitting European homes. In living memory, it's hard to remember such a sharp rise in energy costs. In some countries like Italy, bills are expected to rise by as much as 40%, a real drain on families' living expenses. Some blame the European Union and believe that the increase is caused by the Green Deal and the goal of becoming the first climate-neutral continent by 2050. But the European Consumers Association puts the blame firmly on fossil fuels.
It's actually our dependence on fossil fuels like petrol and natural gas, which makes our energy bills much more expensive. So BEUC is asking and is clearly asking for an accelerated shift to a more renewable-based energy system with more wind and solar-based electricity, but also the electrification of transport and heating and cooling, for instance.
But the EU's phasing in of renewable energies will likely take years. What many Europeans are suffering from now is energy poverty. According to estimates, around 44 million European citizens can't afford to heat their homes properly. The European Commission is currently working on the creation of a so-called climate social fund, but other solutions could already be implemented.
So there's a so-called clean energy package from 2019, which foresees exactly this kind of provision. There's a possibility to protect consumers against high energy prices, especially the so-called vulnerable consumers. And there's a possibility to offer them special provisions. One is to make sure they are not disconnected because they can't pay their bills anymore. There are some member states where they offer special tariffs for these consumers, and also some which, quite interestingly, offer the possibility for a grant to replace an old appliance which uses a lot of energy with a new and more efficient one.
Carlo Andrea Bollino, a professor of economics at the University of Perugia, says Brussels has been too weak on the issue of energy security.
Having
allowed the authorization of the Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline, a bilateral Russian-German project, which is not part of a shared European vision and also doesn't respect Ukrainian sovereignty, Europe's position as a guarantor of the common European good has been destroyed in favor of the trading interests of stronger countries like Germany. This can be attributed to Brussels. The EU didn't have the courage to say no to Germany.
The European Commission says it is monitoring the evolution of electricity prices very closely and points to long-term solutions like investments in energy savings and renewables. Chris Peters, Euronews, Brussels.